Welcome to Let's Get Not So Loud, because my broadcast partner today is James Sepeda, not as loud as Mederios.
No, not as loud as Mederios, but just as fun as Mederios.
Yes. And as you can see in our graphic here, a hardworking man from the fields. Mederios not pictured because she is on holiday, as they would say in Europe, and that's where she's at. She's in the Azores.
Yes.
It's doing a
beautiful place.
Doing a fantastic trip from the Azores, then to the motherland of Portugal, and then I think she's going to Barcelona and ending it in Montana.
What a way to end it.
Yeah, what a way to end it. All right, James, let's get started. I know we're in the middle of basketball playoffs. We had the Knicks with their remarkable run making the finals.
Yes, it's the first time I was born.
Yeah, because it was 99 the last time they went to the finals. I'm going to root for the Knicks because I do not like OKC. I think they flop too much.
Yeah.
And they have the refs on their side.
Yeah, no, I'm all against OKC. I don't care who wins the finals as long as OKC doesn't.
Yes.
Because I see a dynasty coming because they're all young, they're all cheap, and the Thunder just played 2K in real life. They have like 15 first-round picks in the next 5 years.
Yeah, and they get every single call. I saw a breakdown on Instagram where it was like stupid stuff where they're stepping out of bounds and not getting called for it. You know, just goofy ass stuff like that. I will say I would like to see the Knicks and Jalen Brunson go against Wemby and the Spurs, because I think, is Wemby going to take the title? Is he inheriting the torch from LeBron, do you think?
He could potentially be. He's an absolute stud. He can just do it all. I forgot what game it was. It was game 1 or game 2 when he went off for like 41 points, like 29 rebounds or something like that.
He's sick. I mean, I think LeBron obviously is in the sunset of his career.
Yeah.
Do you think LeBron comes back next year?
No.
You think he's done?
I think he's done.
I
think that if he's going anywhere, he's either going back to Cleveland or he's going to go to Golden State to go team up with Curry.
I would hope if he does go one more year and he doesn't do it with the Lakers, I would hope he goes back to Cleveland, because Golden State would be kind of like a sham.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
100%.
I think Wemby, though, Wemby is a freak of nature, obviously. I mean, this is, our man LeBron in his limited playoff this year with the Super 5 dunk there. But, I mean, Wemby is just as much of a physical freak as LeBron, and I mean, look at that. That's
insane.
That's fantastic stuff right there.
41 years old.
Now here we're going to see the magic, though, of Wemby coming up. Wemby can, stop and pop from 3-point land. Look at that's LeBron. Am I coming back? Man, I didn't realize it's froze on that shot for so long.
I guess it stays.
Wemby, I think, is just a generational talent. I kind of like just watching him play. And I think the finals will be so much better because it's not going to be another big market team. You have the Knicks. You have that history. They haven't won one since, man, I think I was 5 years old. And I'm
Phil
an old
Jackson
man.
was still playing.
Yes. And they beat the Lakers. So I think, and the Lakers actually had Pat Riley playing, against Phil Jackson. I think Wemby is a great storyline. OKC, I don't know of anybody rooting for OKC.
Yeah, no, me neither. I don't think anyone's rooting for OKC, and it would just be so cool to see the Spurs. Like, I grew up when the Spurs were like in their prime with Tim Duncan, Manu, and Tony Parker. Yeah, and Pop. And so to see them kind of fall off as I've gone into adulthood, but to see them come all the way back to being one game away from going back to the finals without any of the big three, without Pop, that would be something cool to see. Just the Knicks. And also, I know no one really gives two shits about it, but the NBA Cup back in December was Spurs-Knicks.
Yes.
So that would be really cool to see,
that would be great because that kind of legitimizes that tournament a little.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a teeny bit.
A preview of the finals.
Yeah. That wowould be fantastic. I think the finals are on
ABC.
Yeah, so we won't watch it maybe.
Yep. Sorry, NBC. You guys lucked out on that one.
All right, so we got NBA out of the way. I mean, let's move on to baseball. You and I are both Dodger fans, so it's obviously here. there was a little bit of an excitement that has now been since tempered because, or tempered, I should say. Kike Hernandez, the heart and soul of that Dodger team, came back on Monday night, beginning of the Rocky series. Look at him. He's just happy to be on the field.
What a stud.
Yes. Mr. Postseason for the Dodgers and for the Red Sox. Went 2 for 2 in his first game back with a double and a single and an RBI. Came back on Tuesday night of the series and homered in his first at bat. And then also got a double, but then was hit with the unfortunate news that he has strained an oblique muscle.
Yep.
Which means Kike is probably 4 to 6 weeks on the shelf.
Yeah. Which, I mean, as long as we get him in the postseason, I could care less if he plays 3 regular season games. As long as we get him in the postseason and he's healthy and he's back and he's motivated, it does suck that like we can't see him during the regular season. But I mean, in a series against the Rockies in freaking May, does anyone really care if he's not going to be there?
No, but they activated it and then they DFA'd Espinal. So I kind of feel bad for that dude because maybe they bring him back. I don't know how that works on the waiver wire or whatever, but it might actually help the Dodgers because I think Tommy Edman is almost back. He's going to AAA.
Yeah.
He's going to get 50 at bats, so he should be back within the next week and a half or so. So then it makes it easy. You don't have to send Kim down if you've got Kike already on the injured list.
Yeah, and I mean earlier in the season we had the division lead, then we lost to the Padres. Now we're back up 3.5 games.
Yeah, and it's increasing, and the Padres are on the verge of getting sent home by the Phillies, which the Dodgers and the Phillies. They're opening a series tonight when this airs, and Kyle Schwarber still hitting bombs.
Yeah, I know. I'm worried about him, but I mean, considering we still don't have Kike, considering we don't have Edwin Diaz right now, who knows
half of our starting staff is out in terms of pitching. Although Lauer did pitch really well on Tuesday night, got him off the scrap heap off the Blue Jays. But we have Yamamoto, we have Sasaki, we have our Japanese 3.
Yeah.
Shohei's been doing fantastic.
Yeah, and I mean, he could potentially win MVP and Cy Young in the same year.
Let's hope.
Let's hope. I mean, considering we're like half healthy and we're still half the division lead, it gives me hope for when October does come around and just let everyone rest, let them get healthy, and then once the postseason happens, we'll be back going three-peat.
Yeah, I mean, Dodgers have battled the last couple of regular seasons. I think we all get a little alarmed when they lose 4 or 5 games in a row or their offense is not going. But we do have to remember it is the long haul. And as long as we're within 2 games of the top in September, which we usually are, or we're in first, I think the ship is going well. And Dave Roberts, I think, has proven to people that kind of knows what he's doing.
Yeah. And speaking of us playing the Phillies tonight, our good old boy Don Mattingly.
Donnie Baseball.
The
manager before.
Yes, before Dave Roberts in the season of darkness, as I like to refer it to, when the Dodgers would lose 3/4 of every game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donnie Baseball coming back as head coach. I love you, Donnie, but I hope it's a sweep by the Dodgers.
Me too.
There's some other action going on. I mean, the Cubs have gone in a downward spiral since
I love it.
They were going, and I think since PCA got into a fight with that lady at a bridal shower.
Yep.
And, dude, get your rabbit ears, put them down, and turn around.
Yeah. I saw a tweet the other day.
Look at my camera's drunk.
Just AI in it?
My camera is drunk. Look at that, camera's drunk. Mederios and I always have some sort of problem on this show.
Really?
There we go.
That little thing right there, twist.
Oh no, mine's stripped.
Okay, then we're good. Yeah,
there's always me knocking something over or whatever. So this is par for the course. Good job. You're a good partner.
There we go.
Yeah. So we were talking about, you saw something.
Oh yes, I saw a tweet and it said how to lose the division in 10 days, and it was a picture of PCA with a bride next to him going like that. I was like, I love it. I'm all here for it.
Man, he started the season beefing with Dodger fans. Now he's beefing with White Sox brides. Dude, get a grip,
he just
man.
Beefs with everyone.
Yeah.
We call that emotional immaturity, where you always have to fight with someone.
Yes. Or you have, The drama always seems to find you.
Yes.
We have a few people like that here at this station. Now, a big thing, it hasn't hit Dodger Stadium yet, but that's been going around the majors. I don't know if you've seen it. Tarps off. So play the video. This is been going around. People have been just getting their shirts off, and this all started a few weeks back in St. Louis. As we know, the Cardinals...
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, the Cardinals went on a little bit of a run because they had, I think there was a tournament going on, and a Texas State baseball team went, and they took their shirts off, and then Carlos Marmol, the manager of the Cardinals, saw that. They came back and won the next night. He's like, bottom tickets, let's go. And now it is just spread to ballparks across the country. And I think it's a pretty decent trend.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I can't wait till it makes it to Dodger Stadium and you just see a bunch of fat drunk guys just taking their shirts off. Kike!
Yeah, tarps off, baby.
Yeah, I love that. I'm all here for it.
Yeah, I'm not brave enough to take my shirt off in public unless I'm at the beach, so I will not be participating. But tarps off, way better than the wave or any of the other garbage that we get.
100%. Yeah, I love it. I feel bad for people in Dodger Stadium is going to be one of the worst places to do it because one, it gets really hot. Two, there's no shade really. And
that's if it's a day game.
That's it. That's if it's a day game. But people in Seattle to where they can just put the dome over, sign me up for that. It's AC inside. I'm not gonna have to worry about getting sunburnt. Have to bring sunscreen with me to the game.
That's the problem. There's a whole lot of whiteness when this happens.
Yeah.
Put on your sunglasses. All right. So a couple of other things. Tampa Bay Rays have really lit the world on fire.
Yeah.
Best record in the league. Congrats to those dudes. Remember, we're only in May, so slow your roll a little bit.
And I feel bad for them because there's talks about them potentially leaving Tampa right after they not rebuilt their stadium, but fixed the roof after it got blown off. So it's they fixed the roof. Stadium still sucks, and we may leave.
I think it is one of the worst stadiums, if not the worst stadium in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, I've never been, but I've seen videos of it, and everyone just talking trash on it.
I've driven by. It's the most unremarkable stadium I've ever seen from the exterior. And my buddy, who's a Rays fan, went with me to the Dodgers Diamondbacks first weekend of the season. And he was like, man, this is fantastic atmosphere. We're not used to this as Rays fans.
Yeah.
It's hard to get atmosphere when you got 15 people in the ballpark.
Yeah.
But they're playing good ball, and maybe 20 people will now show up. All right. Moving to football. The NFL dominates everything.
Yes, it does.
Fernando Mendoza. Let's start with him.
Yes.
Even though he was at Indiana,
Can you please help me in welcoming
he went back, got his degree at Cal,
Heisman Trophy
picked it
winner,
up because I think he did complete it last year before he went over to Indiana, but just couldn't participate because he was going through spring ball and everything. This year, look how happy he is. What do you think the prospects are for Fernando this season as a Raider?
I mean,
is that going to be the highlight of his season?
That might be
That
might be the highlight of his season. The Raiders are just. Don't get me wrong. I like the Raiders, but he's not going to succeed with no O-line. It's going to be the same thing as Geno Smith. I mean, they're getting weapons around him, which is great. I love that for him, but if you don't have an O-line to protect him, it's going to be like Joe Burrow and the Bengals where you get hurt every single year. You can have all the potential in the world where you can have absolute studs on the outside, but if you just take 50, 60 sacks a year.
What do you think, though, with Uncle Kirk being there, though?
With Uncle Kirk, I feel like he's probably going to get hurt first, then they'll throw him in. It's a good insurance policy to have. Kirk probably, with the experience, he can probably figure out a way to get some quick passes to where he won't have to get hit so much. But Fernando, just still learning, it's going to be difficult for him.
Well, I mean, I think the real thing is they did pick up some pieces in the draft, so if those pieces come through and they don't kill either one of these quarterbacks, and they still have Max Crosby because of that failed deal.
Yeah.
So it could be, a decent season?
It could be. I think they'll do better than they did last year.
Well, and then I think the coaching staff definitely is much better. I think it's kind of sad that Pete Carroll goes out on that note,
I
but
know.
he wrote his own book. He knew what he was doing. He's a man. And unfortunately, we are all going to remember Pete Carroll for the next few years as the failed Raiders coach.
Yeah, I know. It makes me...
Say, talking football, your team, the Steelers.
Yes. Oh, my God.
Going back to fully immunized...
Yep.
Fully immunized Aaron Rodgers.
Yes. I mean, in all honesty, he's probably our best chance we have at winning. I mean, Peyton Manning was like 40 years old, went out with a bang. Tom Brady didn't go out with a bang, but his first year in Tampa, same age as Aaron Rodgers is now, goes and wins the Super Bowl first year. Our biggest weakness last year was our offense. We had absolutely no weapons. Our O-line was horrible, and Rodgers still got us to the playoffs.
So do you think the addition of the reunification of Rodgers and McCarthy, do you think that's going to have an impact?
Yes.
I mean, I know McCarthy's a really good offensive coach.
Yeah, I think it's going to have a huge impact. And I mean, we didn't have an offense pretty much. We had Arthur Smith, who's now the offensive coordinator for Ohio State. That tells you how great of an OC he was in the NFL. Now that we have like a legitimate offense that Rodgers knows like the inside and out of McCarthy's isms, I guess.
Well, they didn't end on the right foot though when they were in Green Bay.
Yeah, it didn't end on the right foot, but I mean, just like every single relationship, Rodgers had been with McCarthy for like 14 years at that point.
That's true.
And
maybe they just needed a little break.
they just needed a little time apart. And now that we have DK, we have Michael Pittman, we still have Pat Freiermuth, we have Darnell Washington, we got Jeremy Bernard in the draft.
I mean, the running game's decent. You got some solid backs.
Yeah, we got Rico Dowdle too, and we still have Jalen Warren.
Yeah.
And
I thought Jalen Warren should have gotten more of the carries last year, but Rico Dowdle was a good pickup.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy was not a terrible coach in Dallas.
No, to me it was, no matter who the coach is, as long as Jerry Jones is the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, you're not going to win. And Mike McCarthy did do good. Dak had his best seasons with Mike McCarthy, and Mike McCarthy drafted CeeDee Lamb, developed CeeDee Lamb. Who's the other receiver that they had who was decent with them? Not George Pickens, because we sent him that.
Yeah, trying to remember.
Jake Ferguson had the best years of his career under Mike McCarthy. I mean, Mike McCarthy knows offense. Everywhere he's gone, he's had success on offense. And Mike Tomlin didn't really understand offense. So for us to go out, get a guy from Pittsburgh, to a guy who actually knows how to play offense, and for the first time in a long-ass time, our defense is changing. Mike Tomlin focused on creating turnovers. That's why we were 31st ranked in freaking rush defense.
Now because you could get gouged. You just were hoping to make that sack strip or an interception at a key time.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked in a few games, but not going to work. You can't live on the turnover margin alone on your defense.
Yeah, and the NFL had changed so much, and Tomlin was just so kind of out of it. Like, we played the Patriots last year. We got 6 turnovers. We made the Patriots turn the ball over 6 times. Those days are probably gone, but we do have Patrick Graham, who has had success everywhere he's gone with no, talent. We have the highest paid defense in the league. We still have TJ. We still have Cameron Hayward. We still have Alex Highsmith. We still have Jalen Ramsey. We added Jaquan Brister. We still got Joey Porter Jr. Our defense is solid. We still got a
lot of names there.
We still have a top 5 defense, and now that we have a competent offense, I feel like we could potentially win our first playoff game in 10
What's the record, do you think? 11-6?
11-6.
Okay.
10-7 maybe.
Okay.
I'm more stoked for this season than I probably have been in a long time. And finding out that Rodgers was going to retire last year if we didn't hire anyone. I think now he's when he was with the Jets, he looked like he wasn't having fun.
Well, nobody has fun with the Jets.
He looked like
he wasn't having fun. The Jets fans don't have fun with the Jets.
And last year, I think, kind of reignited that spark of football's fun.
Hey, one and done, too. That means that they'll be looking for a QB in the next draft.
And we still have Will Howard, and we just drafted Drew Aller. And McCarthy is known for developing quarterbacks. So having Rodgers back this year and having Aller and Will Howard just keep on learning under Rodgers and under McCarthy gives me hope for the future.
And then you know what else we all win? Because Mike Tomlin, we know how good he was in post-game press conferences.
Oh, I know.
He's going to be fantastic on TV. If anybody was made for TV,
It's Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin, baby.
I'm so stoked.
And he's joining the NBC crew, so Sunday Night Football.
It's going to be more fun. I'm so stoked to hear all his Tomlinisms. If you blink, cut your eyelids off.
All right. Well, that's we're going to end that first block of sports. Coming up after the break, we're going to be talking some Star Wars action.
Yes.
You notice I just glossed over the Dolphins because Malik Willis, the Dolphins offseason is going to go like his first pitch against the Marlins. Not good. We'll talk some Gen X versus Gen Z slinkers. You are a member of Gen Z?
Yes, I am a member of Gen Z.
Replacing our millennial co-host.
Yes.
And then, of course, we'll hit the charts. And thank God Mederios isn't here because I'm going to be forced to talk a little bit of Drake.
Yeah.
We'll be back after the break. All right, we are back and better than ever. Let's get not so loud. We had a big movie debut last week.
You did.
It's getting like mid reviews from some people. It was the lowest grossing Star Wars opening weekend of a Star Wars film since 2012. It's The Mandalorian and Grogu. I'm not going to be one of those people that's down on this movie because I loved the series and I thought the movie was fantastic. And you know what? It had a lot of action. It had a lot of cute factor, had a lot of creatures. It reminded me of early Star Wars. I mean, how many movies can you have your main character only show his face for like 5 minutes in the movie and still consider him to do a great job acting?
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal. And Grogu steals the show.
Look at him. It's the most adorable little thing ever.
I mean,
Reminds me of
seriously.
my pup.
And he's a badass.
Yeah, he is.
He is a badass.
I like the movie. I thought it was cool. The only issue was I feel like they waited too long to release the movie because The Mandalorian, like the last season came out like what, 3-4 years ago?
Yeah.
I don't remember anything that happened in the last season. So I needed to like do a little recap before I saw the movie. But I thought it was great. Seeing a jacked Jabba the Hutt, that was crazy.
Yeah, Jabba the Hutt's kid.
Yeah.
Like brought that like kind of helped redeem the Hutt family because he was a very, very likable character.
Yeah.
And when could you say that about any of the Hutts?
Yeah.
I mean, the twins were.
Yeah, and there were a lot of inconsistencies within the movie. Like have you seen it?
Yeah.
So when spoiler alert, when he got healed and they were walking over at the very end and they see that one ship and they were like, oh yeah, this was the ship that Jabba the Hutt's kid was on. And it looked like it had been there for 100 years, not just a freaking week. I was like, what is this?
Well, maybe the grass
Grows super fast over on their planet?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my only, because there was a lot of swamp and stuff. Remember when Grogu went and visited
the swamp guy.
that lizard guy or whatever, man.
Yeah.
That first scene, you know, where the guy was trying to escape in that little pod thing that he gets shot down by Mandalorian as we give out more spoilers. Evidently, the thing that's great about this movie, there were a lot of Easter eggs.
Yeah.
And Larry, one of our directors here, is like, he bought that pod because it was available when we were kids as 50 plus somethings as a toy in the Star Wars series, but it appeared in none of the movies. So they made sure it got into a movie and they got into this one.
Yeah.
And when the Mandalorian and the Hutt guy, I'm already forgetting his name, you know, when they were battling in that arena?
Yeah.
That was an homage to the first scene when C-3PO and Luke Skywalker and R2 get on the Millennium Falcon, and C-3PO is playing that like kind of chess game with Chewie. Those were the pieces in the chess game.
No way, really?
Yes.
The Mandalorian and the...
Yes, those were the pieces. When Han Solo's like, hey, you better let him win if you value your arms. We'll tear him out of the sockets. That was the actual game that was going on in the roundabout or whatever.
Dang, I didn't know that.
See, so there's so many nuggets harkening back to the originals and the OGs. So I think people that aren't capturing those need to go online and then maybe watch the movie again.
There was one at the very beginning too, when he was getting orders to go to Jabba the Hutt land, whatever it was called. I saw R2D2 come out of one of the ships, and I was like, oh shoot, is R2D2 like is Mando? Is that like his droid? And no, that was the only time we ever saw him.
No, it was just like a sneak peek. Now, my wife is much better on Star Wars than I am. And so I kind of had to like, okay, where in the time frame are we? So I think this was in between.
I have no idea when it happens. Is it after? It must be
it's
after
before,
the 6.
It's before Return. It's after Return of the Jedi, but then before the next one, which was what the hell was that one
Force
called?
Awakens?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's in between
Those two?
Those two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense because I remember Jabba the Hutt and Princess Leia was in 6. And then, wait, did Jabba the Hutt die in that one?
I think so.
Oh. Then maybe, I don't know.
So his son comes back. So it does make sense that it's, before the Force Awakens. But, and then I thought we were going to get maybe some sort of Yoda popping in somewhere.
Yeah. I thought that when Grogu was going around when...
In that swamp.
I thought he was going to go see Yoda.
Me too.
But no, of course, Disney didn't have the budget.
Yoda commands a lot of money.
Yoda does command a lot of
Grogu
money.
is not up to Yoda standards.
Yeah, no.
Just yet.
No.
It was a good movie. I recommend you seeing it if you haven't seen it. I will probably wait till it comes on streaming, but I will watch it again. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I am glad that I went and saw it in the theaters.
Yeah, me
I think
too.
we've kind of gotten away from going to see things in the theaters, or at least I have since COVID. And it's like, I don't want to spend the money. Popcorn's too expensive. But I always go to Sierra Vista because they've got the
Yes.
recliners.
Yeah, and, okay, so... I was going to go to see it at Maya last night, but then, because $5 movie day.
Oh, yeah.
No longer $5 movie day. It's $7.50 movie day now. So.
Inflation.
Yeah. River Park had the same thing. I live close by River Park, so I was like, I'll just go see it there. It's closer. Went, don't have reclining seats. I was so pissed.
Edwards doesn't?
No.
So Sierra Vista literally is the
Sierra
only
Vista,
one, huh?
yes.
And they only have it in Maya in certain theaters, right?
Yes. And
Which theater? Because we were trying to figure that out when we were buying tickets.
I saw it in Theater 10, and it was just a normal...
Yeah, the old...
Yeah, the
I mean,
normal
they
seats.
recline, they just go little... They're comfortable, but it's not like...
And I could have sworn that Regal had more, because I remember seeing Batman there, and I had like the full like recline, but I guess for cheap tickets, they give you the shitty seats. But also the Manchester one also has the reclining seats, which is really nice.
It's just going over to Manchester.
Yeah.
And I don't mean it as bad. It's just hard.
It's just out of the way.
Clovis. It is a little bit out of the way. I've gone to movies there before. I do like it, but I live right near Sierra Vista, and I mean,
right there. Yeah. No. The next movie I'll see, I'll probably either see at Maya or at Manchester. But
you won't go. You won't go to Sierra Vista.
well, it's just far from me. I will go to Sierra Vista. I've seen a ton of movies at Sierra Vista. I used to live in Clovis, like when I was younger. Saw a bunch of movies there. Saw Deadpool there. Nice.
I remember going to that. Now Deadpool, getting back a little bit into sports, what they've done, I don't know if you ever watched Welcome to Wrexham. It's a great show. It's on FX, but also streams in Hulu. And him and Rob McElhenney, who's in Always Sunny in Philadelphia, bought this team in Wales. They were in like this low division. Now they are like in the division below Premier League and are this close to being promoted. I've not seen if they got promoted because I don't want the spoiler, because that's relegation time. Premier League season's over, so I'm trying not. But it's a great series to watch, and it's more than just soccer. It's about the town, so pretty fantastic. All right, since I'm a Gen Xer, you're a Gen Zer.
Yes.
We're going to talk about some phrases that that we had back in my day that I don't know if you guys have any knowledge of, right? So one of them is take a chill pill.
Yeah, I know take a chill pill. It means like relax, chill out.
All right, okay, so how about cool beans?
Cool beans means like that's cool. Like that's like not kosher. What's the word? Like that's like
It's like copacetic.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah, that's cool beans, man. Let's go do it.
Yeah.
All right, gnarly.
I know gnarly. That's gross. Kind of gross.
Well, see, it is gross, but actually it's cool.
Cool gross?
Yeah, like, dude, those waves were gnarly.
Yeah.
You know, or like, man, that game was gnarly last night. Picked up the dub, bro. All right, how about headbanger or banger?
Yeah, banger. We still use banger.
Yeah, banger's back.
Yeah, I use banger all the time.
In fact, I think that track is such a banger, is one that is just, it's lived on. But that like kind of like, that song slaps. I think that's
a Gen Zer. Yeah. Like this slaps.
Well, do you have a few?
Yeah, I have a few. So gas.
Well, going from sports, I'd say that's a lot of heat. But what is it in Gen?
For gas means like that's cool. That's good. Like,
Okay, that's
like
gas.
when I'm eating something, I'm like, oh, this is gas.
Okay. Well, it's giving you fuel.
Yeah, it's giving me fuel. What was another one? Lit.
Yeah, I think lit. Well,
Lit has a bunch of different definitions.
because let's go get lit means
Let's
a
go
lot
get
different
zooted.
than this place is lit.
Yeah.
So this place is lit, and then that terminology means like it's on fire. This is the place to be. Let's get lit means let's get loaded and wasted.
Yeah. It also means like, oh, that's cool. And I remember when I was younger, it has so many different definitions that when someone said, oh, that's lit, that means like, oh, that was gross. And
Seriously?
Yeah. I remember like when it first came out and people first started saying it, people were like, oh, look at her shoes, bro. Those are lit. And I'm like, those are gross. Those are gnarly. Shoot, there's one right on the tip of my
We
tongue.
got one, and I still use this. I don't know that it gets used as much. It's booyah.
Yeah, no, I don't do.
You don't know what that is? So that started actually from Stuart Scott on Sports Center. He was kind of the first, like, throwing hip hop phrases into Sports Center, and he would use that during his highlights, like booyah. And it's like in your face, after a good dunk, booyah.
Yeah.
I still use that one.
Rager. We're about to go to this Rager later tonight.
Yeah, I think that kind of stems from my generation. Like that's almost like this party's gonna be lit.
Yeah. I have so many. There's so many that you probably wouldn't even know.
How about bugging?
Bugging? I don't know what that one is. Does that mean like, oh, this place is bugging? Like it's like cool?
Yeah, I think somebody who's acting weird.
Weird?
Yeah, or
this
just
food's
kind of
bugging?
off. So Run DMC actually had a song that's 40 years old now called "You Be Illin" or "Why You Bugging," Mary, why you bugging? That
Yeah.
"You Be Illin" is in the same phrase. I mean, like you're just like you're bugging, man. What's up with you?
Yeah.
You're just off. What? Don't get you, man.
Sus. Like, damn, this food's acting hella sus right now.
Yeah, I kind of use that one, but I know it's like not the best. Kind of mid, right?
Yeah. Like this guy over here is my op. You gotta get all my ops.
Well, that can be used in social media on somebody's post, meaning the original poster. But what does that mean in
So
your?
when I think of someone as like my op, it means like someone as like my nemesis, someone as like who's trying to snitch me out or something like that.
Okay.
Like, yeah, don't tell that food. That food's my op.
Okay.
I got hella ops out here.
Yeah,
be
no,
quiet.
that is. I would just say that's my my nemesis or my arch rival, arch enemy,
Yeah.
arch enemy.
I mean, hella's one of them too. We use hella for everything.
Hell is a Bay Area.
Yeah.
I think that's a California phrase. That is Bay Area, but we all use, that's hella good. Now here's something I hella don't want to talk about. Time to look at the Billboard charts.
Yes.
And I thank the Lord that Mederios, that you're not here. Why? Because I would hear Drake, Iceman incessantly. And we're going to look on the Hot 100.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. But that's not as impressive as Taylor Swift last year.
At all 10?
She had all 12.
All
12 off of her album, 1 through 12 were. So as much as Drake can drop on a Hot 100, and it's Janice STFU as the number one song, I have not heard that.
And I do have to say, so when he released Iceman, he released 3 albums in
Yes.
total. Iceman,
Which we'll hit that in a minute.
yeah, Iceman.
42 tracks on the Hot 100.
Yeah, which to me, In all honesty, Iceman to me was my least favorite out of the three. There was one of them that was like kind of like Honestly Nevermind, to where it was like kind of like party music. That one was my favorite.
Well, I'm gonna have to trust you because I'm not listening to him. Because what is it? It's well, we'll see him in a minute. But look, Ella Langley, Choosing Texas, drops from number 1 to number 5. That's spent 10 weeks at number 1.
Yeah, that song sucks.
No, it does not.
You don't think it sucks?
I love it.
Oh my gosh, it's so annoying to me. It's just every single TikTok I hear is just, I'm choosing Texas, I can tell.
Well, here's the thing. I predict when we look at the chart next week, after the first wave of streaming is gone, that song will be back in number 1.
Think so?
That is my prediction.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Too Hard for the Radio. Little controversy on that as he says he pays homage to Mac Dre. I listened to the first few bars. You don't pay homage when you just literally lift the exact same lyric.
From Mac Dre?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hella wrong, Drake.
I remember there's an old Drake song. I forgot the name of it. But he says, my city love me like Mac Dre in the Bay. And I'm like, okay, first of all, Mac Dre's dead. Second of all, he probably wouldn't be okay with a Canadian guy named Drake, who's from Degrassi, the Euphoria of Canada.
Mac Dre is more in the Kendrick Lamar universe.
Yeah, Mac Dre would 100% have taken Kendrick's side in their beef.
You know, what does he have? He has a song, Ran to Atlanta. It's number 2. Well, he ran to the Bay.
And so do you know why that song's so great? It's because Future's in it.
I know. And they're back
Future,
together. And Mederios told me the whole thing last week. And I'm like, whatever. All right.
And this was a tweet I saw this morning. Drake has 23 songs on this week's Hot Rap chart, setting a new record for the most simultaneous chart entries in a single week.
Look, my camera is it does not like Drake either. It said, we are talking Drake. We are going off the rails.
It was on
literally.
Went on a bender.
Yes, it did. So let's look at the top 200 albums. That's the next thing. I think that was up.
Oh, I don't have that.
Oh, it wasn't. Well, he's got the number 1, the number 2, and the number 3 albums.
Probably in the
first time ever that's happened on the top 200 albums. Probably will only last 1 week because those will fall. So it was obviously his first album, Iceman. What was the second album?
Oh, I forgot.
Bridesmaid or something like that?
Yeah, let me look at it. I have them up.
You have them on your phone probably, huh?
Yes. Because I was listening to some of the party songs the other day when I was having a rager at my house. It was pretty nice. Habidi?
Okay.
Habidi. And then Maid of Honor. And
So Maid of Honor was number 2. Habibi is number 3.
Yes.
First artist to have 3 albums debut on top of the top 200. Hats off to you, Drake. I'll never listen to him. Not going to do it.
The only reason why I just feel like I've grown up listening to him.
Yeah, he's not my jam, dude.
Yeah.
He's not a rapper.
No.
He's not an artist. He's an entertainer.
Yeah, no, 100%. And he's just one thing that I think makes him so good is someone mentioned this to me the other day. He still does music videos, like good music videos, like production value, like fully scripted, like everything looks good. And not many people have the art of creating music videos anymore.
Yeah, I thought Kendrick was pretty good with Squabble Up.
Yeah.
I thought that was a decent video because a lot of Easter eggs in that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, great. Throw the money at him. Much like my partner Mederios, she loves somebody that has a ghostwriter. You were my ghostwriter on this episode of Let's Get Loud. She's usually my ghostwriter. Nonetheless, that's it for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I think James will be back next week.
I will be back next week.
And maybe we'll get a special guest to come on with us and make it a 3-way.
Yes.
All right. Drake, not my jam. Have a great week. Let's Get Loud will be back next week. Adios.